Howdy, gamers.
Howdy.
My hand wasn't on the keyboard or anything when you were
Are you
counting
joking?
down,
Is the video
but
started
no, we're
or
good.
not?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
fine.
You're good. Okay. All right. So, welcome
Hey.
to Not Tokyo.
This is the... Hey, guess what? Now we get to meet the best character.
All right. So this game has two protagonists.
It sure do.
Yeah. So
Well-
we'll see Kiryu later. He'll be back. For right
Arguably,
now,
there's more than two.
for right now, well, two playable characters in this game.
There you go.
Let's put it that way.
Grand. Hey, you guys like go to... Has anyone here ever been to like a cabaret?
No.
Not even like the play? That's a play, right? Cabaret? I think it is.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Is that like Rent?
Cabaret? It's a musical, right? Am I
I
crazy?
have no fucking idea.
I'm positive.
I am not the right person to
Hold
ask
on.
this question.
No. I'm
You
gonna find
cannot
out the
ask
answer.
me this. I will not have the answer.
Cabaret is a musical.
Okay.
It's a 1960s... Yeah, I'm right.
Okay, that's fine. But I don't know why you thought I would know that.
I don't know, I'm just saying, alright? Look, we have to produce content for the video. Wow, what is that? Melon?
Yes, cantaloupe and watermelon. I didn't get a good look at the inside red melon.
Would you let, like, a gross, salaryman Japanese guy put money in your tits?
How much money are we talking about?
At least $100.
Sure.
100 American dollars. or
100 American
yen?
dollars. 100 American dollars. But he's gonna be gross about it.
I mean, yeah.
we haven't seen how gross it gets.
No,
I like
yeah, that's
how you
later.
said that. I mean, yeah, obviously, $100. Yeah, fuck it. But
Oh no,
try
I
to
meant yeah, he's gonna be gross about it.
Oh, okay. He might try to fill you up after.
I mean, that costs extra.
What's the lower limit of money that you would let for a gross Japanese salaryman to put money in your tits? What's the lower limit?
Let's just say like 500 to 1,000, give or take.
That's the lower limit?
Yeah,
Oh, I would do
and that
it
would
for,
be like I'd have to think about it.
I would do it for a 50.
Cause I could just rob the guy and get all the money.
I don't know.
That's a
I would
lot
do
harder to do, though.
Yeah.
You got to
I
think
would-
about like convenience.
I would easily do
It's
it
the
for 50.
80s, man.
And that's what I'm saying. Think about how much money $100 is in the 80s.
$100. I don't know how the conversion works. I'm gonna be honest.
All right, let me tell you how it works. $100 is a lot of money in the 80s, comparatively.
Is it like cowboy time money?
I mean, I don't know how.
Like I could
it's
buy a farm with $100?
I feel like $100 in the 80s is the equivalent of probably like $200 now.
Yeah, probably.
That seems like a reasonable guess. Okay, hold on. I'm actually curious. How much was $100 worth in?
Let's say 85. Let's just pick a year.
Okay, 1985. Oh my god, I'm so fucking smart. In other words, $100 in 1985 is equivalent in purchasing power to about 223 in 2016.
Okay, all right.
I was like so close. It's like over $200.
Yeah, but what are you gonna buy in the 80s?
With $200,
Yeah,
cell phone.
I don't want a cell phone.
You don't want an 80s cell phone?
I don't
I
want
don't
an
use
80s
my
cell
phone.
Dude, they're cool as shit. They're
I don't
huge and
use
stupid.
my phone as a phone. What the fuck am I gonna do with a phone that can only be a phone?
Okay, but it's the 80s.
A Game Boy.
Actually, you know what? I take it back. A pager.
They have Game Boys?
I'm gonna buy a
Hey.
pager. Did they have pagers in the 80s?
I assume so.
I think they did. I'm gonna
I don't
choose to believe
know.
they did.
I think that was
Well, there's
90s,
pagers in this game, and this game's in
be
the 80s,
honest.
so yes.
Nintendo was out in the 80s, right? That's what I buy with it.
The console might be a little too expensive.
NES?
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's why I said Game Boy. I think the Game Boy is going to be cheaper.
Okay, how much was an NES when it came out?
probably like a few hundred.
It came out in the United States in 1983. And for if you're buying it new, no game, which you wouldn't, yo, I can get the Duck Zapper version for 150.
Oh.
That gives me Duck Hunt, a Zapper, and Super Mario Bros. For 150.
How many people do you think buy video game consoles with 0 games?
No one. But my point is that I was looking at the prices and it was like it's actually only 80 or 90 if you bought it with no games.
$80?
It was 90, but yeah.
No.
Brand new in 1983. That's what I'm saying. $200 is a lot in the 80s. You get some shit for $200.
Now we're back to who would let them get felt up by this
you know how much cocaine? Wait, you know how much cocaine you can buy in the 80s for $100? Probably a lot.
What's that gonna do for me? Huh?
Get you high as fuck off of cocaine.
I don't do the cocaine.
I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying.
Undesirable. Personally.
I'm just saying, like you could.
I could do a bunch of blow in the 80s. You're right.
Like, how much even was a bottle of Dom Perignon in the 80s? Do they have that back then?
I don't need hundreds of dollars to buy like a bottle of gin. All right.
それが引き抜きから何からちょっと大声では言えんようなことまで随分派手にやったみたいで箱のでかさだけが取り合ったこの店
Seems like some of the most actually illegal shit going on in this game so far.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like this is actually like kind of like what you'd see in like an American movie about this shit. It's just they're in a club talking about illegal shit.
You know what the best part is? They're in a club talking about illegal shit with 2 of the hostesses just sitting there and chatting with them. And they're just like, this is fine. Ew.
Oh, he fucked up.
お客様当店はお触り禁止ですどうかその辺でかわいやっちゃなお客はん大概にせんと
So, just so you know, for context, because I don't know if you know this or if the audience knows this, but they're in Osaka, so all the accents, because it is literally quote-unquote southern Japan, are like southern accents, basically. Is the idea. Yeah.
I never realized that.
Yeah, that's like a thing. The Osakan accent is considered like the... It's not like what I would call like a hick accent, but it's like supposed to be like more southern and different.
But they say like how y'all doing, but in Japanese instead of how are you doing.
Like actually though, like they do actually kind of do that. Yeah, is my understanding. So you'll see that reflected a lot in the subs, where they kind of like there's more abbreviations and stuff when they talk, and they say different phrases.
Good.
It's cool. Yeah.
You can't have X's in your subtitles. That'd be racist.
Nice fucking shoes on him.
Oh yeah, that fucking everything.
Yeah, it's accurate. Actually, that's not true. The one bad thing about Majima is his mustache. He got a rat stash. Let's agree. He has a rat stash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it looks like he like shaved his like 5 o'clock shadow, but forgot to do the mustache.
No, it's like it's shaved now, but when you see him, like and everything else.
Right. It's like the end of the day. My hair grows back so fast that I have more gross little rat stash going on, even though I already shaved this morning.
It's like the Homer muzzle. When he shaves it, it just instantly grows back.
と申します。お前が支配人やと？え？あれが例の？この店はヤクザが仕切っとんのかい？
This cutscene is actually fucking good. Someone shut up for a second.
Yeah, me too.
申し訳ございません。こう見えても堅気です。それよりもお客様、恐れ入りますが、当店でのお触りや暴力行為はどうかご遠慮願います。気に食わんちゅうんやったら力ずくで来てみろやその面こき落としけ そういうわけには参りません。お客様は神様ですから。
I just want you to know the real translation of that is the customer is God.
お前さんのその心構え気に入ったわ。こいつはおごりや。たーんともいい。どうや神様からのお恵みは。
ありがとうございます。私はこの酒を一度浴びるように飲んでみたかったのですが、おかげさまで夢が叶いました。
この野郎。どけよや。
お客様、重ねてお願い申し上げます。そろそろお引き取り願えませんでしょうか。もしこれ以上営業妨害されますと。
したら何やっちゅうねん。
しゃあないのう。ああ、一丁景気のやれや。
Damn, how cool do you have to fucking be to about to get in a fight and you just say boys hit it and then the band starts playing?
Well, you have to have a band, first of all.
First of all, you already have to have a band, so
So,
And also have the pretense of them knowing when you're about to get into a fight what kind of music would be good.
right, exactly. Like they've practiced this. You had to like tell them ahead of time. All right, boys, I need you to give me one with a beat. Bro, if you're about to fight someone and they have a band that has a prepared song for when you're fighting, and they start the song, you just leave, right? Like, that's not a fight you want to be
Like,
in.
also,
actually,
if maybe if you pour alcohol all over Majima and he looks you dead in the eye and starts licking his
And
hand,
he starts
maybe
licking-
you should
yeah.
back the fuck up.
Yeah.
like, this
So,
guy
this is
basically
Majima.
just had boss music turned on for his own.
Yeah, literally. When you're in real life and your opponent turns on the boss music, that's when you need to just give up. So fucking funny. I love his stance too.
Show your hospitality.
I love that in the background there's just people cheering also. Look at them.
Okay, so in contrast to Kiryu, where Kiryu is kind of a dumbass, Majima's actually like pretty fucking smart.
It's not even that he's just smart, it's like he's
not
crafty. He's
as
wily.
Yeah, like
Stupid.
clever is probably more the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like Kiryu is very
Dumb.
Kiryu exists in the world and things are happening around him and he doesn't get it.
Let's say
So he's just dense.
let's say it, Kiryu's a himbo.
Yeah, sure.
Let's just be honest here.
危険ですので、こちらはお預かりいたします。
You don't run into a man who already has an eye lost already.
Yeah, that's
He doesn't have to remember that.
that's also a good point. Like, you walk into a guy who has an eye patch on, like, are you gonna fight him? Either they're a pirate or something fucked up happened to them.
I mean, some people just get like minor things, like, you know.
お静かに。
Yeah, but if he also is Majima, like, you can tell.
I had a teacher in my school that would walk around with an eye patch.
Okay, but did they just do it because they thought it was cool?
Who the fuck wears an eye patch because it's not cool?
Ah, yeah, you're right. Good point.
If you're like, if a doctor is like, you could wear an eye patch, you're like, I'm gonna wear the eye patch, I guess.
yeah. That's the default stance on someone telling you, you should probably wear an eye patch. You're like,
I
yes,
have
of
one
course.
eye, but you know, I'm at least gonna make it look good.
Yeah.
Okay, now where does Naruto headband go with it?
If you use the headband as an eye patch like Kakashi, it's cool.
Mm.
Otherwise, it's not
That's a move. That's
Oh,
a
man.
fucking move. Oh, there's gotta be like some kid who got like surgery or something. And
Oh my
went to
God, and they
school
were-
like that.
That would be so sick. They just fucking dye their hair white and start wearing a Naruto headband over their eye every day. What a G.
Jesus. I've seen people in high school wear them. I never seen one like that though. It's too much effort for them.
Naruto didn't really take off in the States until I was out of high school, thankfully.
But the last few years of high school for me when I started seeing them.
I knew someone who I met at summer camp who was like a summer friend, where you're like a friend with them for a summer and then never again. And he wore one once, and then I beat him really badly in a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! When he was wearing it. So
One anime beats another.
the lesson is that
Tale as old as time.
yeah, the lesson is Yu-Gi-Oh! Is better than Naruto.
Can we please not talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever again? Just, as a personal request from me.
Can we talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! GX though?
No.
No!
We can talk about
Absolutely
Yu-Gi-Oh!
fucking
GX
not.
less than regular Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, but Yugi, you gotta get the cards.
Have you seen
Oh, we have to
Majima
chaz
needs
it up.
eyeballs!
Have you seen the meme that's the picture of Keanu Reeves at E3, and then there's just a shorter version next to him, and it's just the shorter version is Yugi, and the big one is Yami, because that fucked me up. It's really funny.
Oh my god, dude.
See, they let your joke. They clap for you.
Thanks.
In real life, nobody would know if this is like a show going on or like if this is actually happening. They're just all clapping because they think it's part of the thing.
But yeah, because he's doing a
But
really good
I
job.
was gonna
hiding
say,
that
that's how
fact.
fucking good Majima is that he turned an actual, like, dispute and almost a
Assault.
fight into just everyone thinking he rules, and it was all planned in advance, and he's like
The
this
other
sick
guy,
Yeah.
the other guy just got pitched so hard he doesn't know what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know what to do anymore. I guess I'll just be happy. Shit.
Yeah.
What can I do about this other than agree with the cool guy?
Yeah, and you can kind of see like Majima's cleverness come out in some of the sub stories too.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, so it's real good.
Also, he is just, I mean, he's handsome. Look at him. Look
Yeah.
at that guy. Who? Look, he has a ponytail. I'm going to say it. Ponytails on guys, for the most part, not good. Not good, in my opinion.
As somebody who used to rock one, I agree.
Majima somehow pulls it off, so you know.
So actually, I like Majima's ponytail look better than like his look in the rest of the series,
Oh,
where he has cut his hair.
Ugh. Where he gets the weird mushroom cut. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't like that haircut. I don't think it works.
The Mo?
It's like not even
It's
a mo.
not-
It's like
it's-
weird.
No, because like it's like the cut in the
Yeah.
It's like an undercut mushroom cut. It's like weird.
Yeah,
I don't know how to
exactly.
even describe
It's like
it.
if Trunks
Yeah.
like cut his. It's a Trunks do. No.
Not exactly, but like I get what
thinking
you,
of, like-
I can see the resemblance.
Yeah, dye it purple. Or blue. I forget what it is now.
Trunks?
Because he was blue and super, and he's purple
Wow.
like it was anything
I-
else.
This is so unrelated, but fuck you for saying Trunks, because I actually watched most of, but did not finish quite yet, the Brawly movie today. And
Ooh,
hey, that movie's actually fucking good.
it is.
I was surprised at how much I was enjoying it. It's really
Mhm.
funny. This is kind of a spoiler, but not really. The premise of like the whole beginning of the movie, like of course, like Brawly is like the main point, but
He's maximum.
no, is that Bulma is collecting the Dragon Balls in order to become 5 years younger because she wants to look more youthful, but she doesn't want to go younger than that because then she thinks people will obviously notice and think she got work done.
That's a little ridiculous.
Well,
No,
no,
wait,
that's smart.
Beautiful.
It gets
That's
better
smart.
But
because
there's more to
then
that.
the Dragon Balls get stolen by Frieza. Why does Frieza want the Dragon Balls? So that he can become 5 centimeters taller.
Oh my god.
Because he
dude.
doesn't want. He
Yeah.
wants to make people think he's still growing, but not that he like wished that he could become taller. And they think it's like for some devious reason, and it's actually just because he wants to be a little bit taller.
Yep. Honestly, Frieza's the best part of that movie, especially when he gets beat down for a full hour.
God.
So they made Broly to the character.
Yeah, they did, and also he's fun and cool.
My
And
favorite.
he has buddies.
My favorite part about Frieza as a character is when he was like a cyborg for like 5 minutes.
Yep. And then he died. And then the best part is, wait, when he was in hell and he was dead in hell, he was still part cyborg in hell.
Yeah, that's the best
That's
part.
beautiful.
And then when he got revived, he stopped being part cyborg anymore.
Well, that's how it works.
So funny.
I mean, they had to revival juice.
No, but just the fact that once he's in hell, like, he's still a cyborg in hell. Like, why?
That's how he died. He died as a
So
robot.
silly.
Because it's hell.
That's true. That's the real reason.
Yeah, it's hell. That's why.
But I mean, Maggie, get this. His personal hell is being trapped in a cocoon surrounded by like fairies
Yeah.
and like
Oh, no, I know.
plushy dolls.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is-
I
yeah.
know what his hell is.
Frieza's personal hell is that he can't move and is hanging out in a beautiful meadow. That's his personal hell.
Yep.
So good.
What is Majima's personal hell?
This.
His life, his actual
This,
life that
actually.
he's living. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's not reveal all of the story, but it's this.
I want to segue back to the video.
Yeah.
You succeeded.
So real quick note about the way this game is structured. So for vast majority of the game, you play 2 chapters Kiryu, 2 chapters Majima, alternating until pretty much like the last 2 chapters, where it is much more interlinked.
I would say it's
And
like
then-
interlinked, but Kiryu forward at the end.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting that I think the structure of this game is very interesting because, so to be clear, well, this is not really a spoiler. I mean, I guess this is kind of a spoiler, but Majima is a character who returns as a recurring villain in the series.
Well, villains is
Like
rival, maybe.
Yeah, rival.
Anti-hero.
You're right.
Yeah,
Anti-hero rival.
he's the Gary Oak of the Yakuza universe.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about Dragon Ball, he's Vegeta.
Okay,
Right?
Yeah.
Majima is Vegeta and Kiryu is Goku.
That's why Kiryu's dumb.
Yep.
Oh my God, no!
This is an excellent analogy, by the way. This is actually so true.
No. Like, for fuck's sake, Kiryu is not as dumb as
I don't know. Kiryu's
If
pretty
you remember,
fucking
last
expensive.
time Kiryu did teach Dominatrix how to be a Dominatrix
In the park in front of children. Yeah.
So he is very dumb. And then he just hid behind like a wall.
Yeah, he just like stood
In the room.
corner. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
I didn't.
Look,
Kiryu is
That was
Goku,
fucking-
100%. Think about how much he eats. He's
And
totally
he punches
Goku.
people constantly.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Well, the only way he could be more Goku is if he did Kamehamehas. Actually, you know what? I will give him this. He has better fashion sense than Goku.
Goku wears one set of clothes his entire life.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, funny story. Well, I don't want to like get too far off, but in the movie, there's a point where they're both wearing coats, like him and Vegeta when they're hanging out because they're in like the Arctic or whatever. And I was like, it's weird to see Goku in an outfit that isn't just the Goku outfit.
I mean, he had worn a suit starting that early
Yeah,
episode.
it's weird.
Mm.
He looks so much like Phoenix Wright. That it was funny.
Technically,
That's
he's been
fucked up.
naked too.
Okay, let's not talk about little naked Goku's pee-pee when he turns into a big ape.
I mean, there's also a big
Hey,
Goku in that one
Hey,
episode.
when Saiyans turn into great apes, their penises get big.
So how about that?
Just think about it. Just think about it.
How about that, Yakuza?
Yeah, so also Majima's whole deal. Okay, this is, yeah, I don't know people watching if they know about this, but not just in the 80s, but currently, host clubs are like a thing in Japan, which is basically just you pay money per amount of time to hang out, typically with people of the opposite gender. Although, obviously, you can, you know, go to whichever club you want. Yeah.
Bingo.
But
Yeah.
typically with people of the opposite gender, in order to, like, yeah, like, basically have them, like, flirt with you while you're hanging out. And then the way that... Actually, I forgot. It's not you pay them... There might be a charge where you pay at the end, but also the main way you pay for it is like you buy drinks that are overly expensive. So it's like, oh, you buy like a bottle of $200 champagne, and that guarantees them to hang out with you for an hour or two.
Yep.
And that's basic.
Don't worry, there will be a mini game where all of this is explained in excruciating detail.
So the reason I mentioned this is because
don't worry about
this is the club that Majima is basically running here.
Yeah.
This is something Kiryu could not do.
No, not even.
Oh my
a
god,
bit.
can you imagine? His interaction would have been, instead of like having the band play and dodging all the shit, he would have just fucking decked that guy so hard that his face caved in. And he's like, well, I guess the cops are coming. Oh well.
I don't use a gun, but I will beat someone's ass.
You know,
to death.
you say that, but you can also just pick up a gun as Kiryu, a shotgun as Kiryu in this game and kill people. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, you could buy a handgun.
So when he says in the beginning, I don't use guns, that was more of just like a suggestion to himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was more like he recently watched a Batman movie, and he was like, I don't use guns. And then he was like, actually, guns are pretty useful, though. Oh, this fucking guy.
This guy. That
I
guy.
like how we had the exact same reaction. It's like, this fucking guy. Guy's the worst.
お楽しみのところ失礼いたします。
なんだ、やっと持ってきた。おう？あんたは艦隊の支配人さんじゃねえか。酒は人の金で飲むに限るよな、まったく。
お客様、ちょっとお話があるのですが、ご足労願えませんでしょうか。
なんだよ、人が気持ちよく飲んでんのに。
お時間は取らせません。どうか。
しょうがねえな。他ならぬ支配人さんのお願いだ。
Damn, remember when you could smoke inside of any establishment?
さて。
So when I was in high school is when they changed the laws and you couldn't smoke in restaurants anymore. So a lot of people somehow got like ashtrays from the diners that I knew.
Cool.
Yeah.
You know where you can't smoke inside? Anywhere now. Pretty much.
Pretty much.
It's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Even as someone who smokes, yeah. It is.
I don't know about you, but like I don't smoke, and it fucking sucks.
No, it's
even
totally
when I
a good
did smoke,
thing.
I would never smoke indoors. Ever.
The one place I wish that they still did it sometimes is bars, but
yeah, I feel like the smoke isn't the worst thing you're doing to yourself
right
at a bar.
I understand why they don't though.
And the constant the smoke.
There are some places it's very, very limited. But there's a few places, technically it's not illegal there, so there's a few places in Pittsburgh where you can still smoke inside in a bar.
Yeah, I don't think Pennsylvania as a state ever passed a law. I think it was always by town.
Yeah, I don't know if
most towns except for Pittsburgh did it. I think
they definitely didn't pass a state law, but but most bars still won't let you. I mean,
didn't that guy just light up a cigarette like a minute ago?
Yeah, and then he put it out once he took one drag off of it, and then he made him light him up another one, so he could take one drag off of it.
Oh, so he smokes like my mom does. Or you just like take a puff or two and then put it out.
Yeah.
And then fucking light up another.
By the way, as someone who smokes cigarettes, there's nothing grosser than lighting up a cigarette that you put out already, and then it tastes bad when you do that.
Oh yeah, no, you can't do that.
I mean, sometimes you have but it tastes bad.
So the worst is when it like goes out in your hand. Like you didn't put it out, but like
torture.
You weren't paying attention and you didn't take a drag for too long, and it just went out on its own. Yeah. And then you try and take a drag, but it's out, and you're like, "Oh no, why did I do that?"
It's like
worse.
Hey, do that with an unfiltered cigarette sometime, and just have a real bad time.
That's why you kids at home shouldn't smoke.
I mean, also just don't smoke because it's not even that great.
I mean, I managed to quit, and I would agree. Don't start smoking.
Do cocaine like they 80s.
Like, at least alcohol is addictive because, like, it's fun and good when you drink it. Cigarettes?
That's the bad message.
Wait, cigarettes aren't even really that. Like, they're not even really fun. So it's kind of like, you're not...
They're addictive and they make you feel
right,
bad in
they're
your body.
really not... They don't do a lot for you.
Yeah, hey, I think alcohol makes you feel bad in your body.
Oh, totally.
Look, if you drink the right amount, it feels pretty good.
Hey, I think one shot of Malort makes you feel bad.
Okay, well...
Malort's look.
That's not alcohol. That's something
there are
else.
There are some liquids on this earth that should not be consumed by anybody, and I think Jepson's Malort is one of them.
One of the top ones is hydrochloric acid. Bleach is somewhere in the top 5. Malort is just out of the top 10.
Yeah, Malort's like number 12.
Malort's like 11 or 12. Just don't put that in you.
So, like, what's number 1? Is it magma?
Yeah, something like that. Magma, acid, something like
Don't
that.
drink the magma.
Arsenic, I don't know, they're all up there. Wow, what a bitch.
So for those who were not paying attention because of our really good jokes, this is Sagawa, and he's basically the reason Majima is here, and Majima has to just run this club and make a shit ton of money before he can do anything.
He's, yeah, you know, it's a Yakuza
This
thing.
is Majima's punishment.
How does it work? Majima wants to become part of the Yakuza again.
So Majima fucked up and pissed off his boss.
Right.
As his punishment, Majima disappeared into like a torture site for a year, and then ended up here and has to work his way back into the Yakuza by running this place and making
Right,
a shit
and he
ton of
doesn't
cash.
want to leave the Yakuza, like, period. He wants to be a part of it. And of course, they're doing the thing where it's like, he gives them all the money that he owed them, and they're like, oh, but you owe us twice that in interest, eat shit. So that he's just trapped here forever, basically. Hey, 500 million yen is a lot of yen in the 80s. That being said, the fucked up part is, by just playing the video game, you'll end up with more money than that.
As Majima, it's harder, but as Kiryu, you're stumbling.
It
over
is harder,
cash,
but you can
like,
still just
literally.
like grind random encounters until you had easily more than that if you really wanted to.
You wouldn't do random encounters. You would do the mini
Oh,
games.
true, yeah.
You would do the business stuff. And unlike Kiryu's business stuff, we'll cross this bridge when we get to it. Majima's requires you to like sit there and actually like pay attention.
Majima's
to
is
what you're
like actual a thing that you're doing.
It's like an actual mini game. While Kiryu's is like you hit X and you let like a meter fill up in the background, and then you come back and check it.
You come back and you get 500 mil just for fucking pressing 2 buttons. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just want to point out, where in any situation, it's not good to say I'll do anything.
Yes, that is technically true.
That's just digging a hole for yourself.
I mean, the guy's already lost an eye. Like, I don't think he gives a shit at this point.
I mean, he could lose the other eye and then have 0 eyes.
I think the plot of this video game is that he does actually give a shit.
But it's like, yes, you're right.
You got really angry.
But at the moment, he doesn't know that he gives a shit. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess.
He has one goal right now.
There was like 5 tissues in there.
俺もさっき知ったわ。
ご存知でしたか。なんだってこんな急に。のりこちゃんがいなくなったら売り上げに相当響きますよ。
分かっとる。せやけどオーナー様のご決定や。どうしようもあらへん。
そうだったんですか。でもこれからどうすれば。
たく落ち込んどる暇もあらへんな。最近よそでイケとるホステス言うたら誰や。
よそですか。よその子でしたらそうですね。オデッセイののぞみちゃんがダントツでしょうね。オデッセイ自体がうちのライバルみたいなものですし。
そうか。じゃあ一丁行ってくるかの。
支配人どちらへ。
決まっとるやろ。のぞみをうちに引き抜く。
What do you mean? I'm just gonna fucking go there and tell her to work for us instead, idiot. what a fucking boss move.
そもそもそんなことどうやって。
夜の世界は弱肉強食。ここでこけたらうちはあっちゅう間に崩れるで。やらなしゃあないんや。
You think we have time to fuck around? No.
わかりました。どうかお気をつけて。
I just love how they just don't give names to most of the people you talk to. He's just floor manager.
The guy.
And he looks like one of the most generic people you
A
could
butler.
imagine.
It's him. Shofuku-cho.
I thought he was gonna go out in a tuxedo for a second. Like with the bow tie on.
I mean,
all he did.
I was gonna say literally all he did was
really.
take the bow tie off and open his shirt up. Actually, if
Yeah,
anything,
but now you can pass it off just like a suit. That's
if anything,
the
he
thing.
made himself slightly sexier. Got the chain hanging out. Oh, look, it's a weird homeless man. All right, later, man. I'm good. No, I don't need any of this.
If by homeless man you mean like a Renaissance guy.
Yeah, he's basically dressed in like, I don't even know how I would describe that in.
What is the Japanese equivalent of a Renaissance fair? Because that's where he's going.
He's dressed in old timey clothes for sure. Except he just is wearing like rain boots.
Except those like fucking 80s space boots.
Those let him do martial arts better.
That's what he tells everyone.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, yeah.
A strange man dressed like that walks up to you and says that to you, you leave.
There's only one way to appease the demon, son.
Let it burst free.
Hey, if money is power in this universe, how come he didn't just, like, eat the 500 million?
That's what I say when I'm about to have sex with someone. There's only one way to appease the demon. Let it burst free.
We're just gonna go here.
Yeah, let's just go to a back alley and fucking fight it out. NBD.
I mean, you've seen enough of this video game to know that that's how all conflicts are resolved.
This isn't even a back alley. This is like next to a fucking like canal. Like
I mean, it's a back alley.
Like
that
it looks like
to
it's a
border
fucking
canal.
like runoff canal, and no, there's just people. Okay.
So this is the second half of the combat tutorial where you're allowed to punch people.
No, do the combo right. There you go. The essence of choking. Not.
Yeah, you could say
the
that.
Essence of choking.
feel like that would
Yeah.
have
Dead.
been more
Killed
of
him.
an effort.
Dead.
Oh,
You're dead.
oh. I don't think that's joking. I think that's
Your
snapping
training
someone's
is complete.
fucking
You
neck.
killed an old man. God, it's so horrific.
I'm imagining this guy walk up to someone and be like, I'm gonna unlock your deepest power, and they just snap his fucking
I'm gonna
neck.
unlock the deepest power possible, which is me fucking killing you. Soccer kick to the dome.
Yeah.
We don't even get to see it here, but Majimo's fucking fighting styles are so good in this game.
Oh my god. We'll
Yeah,
we'll get to
Miko.
that when we get to that. But oh man,
We ended. Well,
what do you mean the video ended?
oh wait, I think it's just on my
We have
end.
30
You're
seconds
fine.
left.
We've got 30 more seconds, buddy.
Okay, then tell me, are you gonna go for the super special style?
Yes, I get both of those for both of the characters.
And you know what's
Good.
fucked up about
Good, good,
that?
good.
Which is a huge
Yeah.
pain in the ass.
I was
by
gonna
the
say,
way.
you know what's fucked up about that is you did that in your regular playthrough of this, and then you did it again for the LP, which is fucked up, to be real with you.
Yeah. So I'm a monster for
Yeah,
doing that
totally.
twice. Pretty much. All right, this is the end of the
Oh, I
video.
love
Bye,
videos.
guys.
Oh.
See you later, game.